let's get Harry in there, okay?
Harry, are you game?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
now what?
I feel better after that little...
Go back together again.
It relieves a lot of gas.
Absolutely. But don't eat or drink anything for about an hour because you make an awful mess on the floor.
Well, it's amongst friends. Now, here's what we're going to do. All of you like to have parties, and I know the kids love to have parties, even if it's a birthday party. Instead of going out and buying table decorations, here's a wonderful little idea that I'm passing on to you. You can make your own table decorations out of popcorn, and after the party's over, if not before, you can start to eat it. Not the table, the popcorn, the decoration. Now, it's a very simple thing. We've pre-popped our popcorn, and here are the ingredients we need. We have a regular little measuring cup of a quarter of a cup of cooking oil, any kind of a cooking oil, which this happens to be Mazola, isn't it? Yeah. Mazola. This is a little more than that. This is the other oil. What was the other oil?
This is syrup, actually.
This is syrup. This is not at all. This is corn syrup, right. You see? And it goes into this hot saucepan, and the reason it must be heated is because it must liquefy more than it is when it comes out of the bottle. This is very sticky syrup. Now, you stir that for a few minutes and give it a low heat. Now, in the meantime, Harry,
all right,
we must have a pair of gloves. Before we put on the gloves, let me show you. You go to the store and you buy little cookie molds. Bigger cookie molds of this, if you can find them. We have little cookie molds, but it'll work with the little cookie molds. The bigger the mold, the better the cookie comes out. You see, now, here's the thing. We are going to have rubber gloves, which we'll put on right now. Before we do, we stick our hands lightly in cornstarch. You want to put your hands lightly in cornstarch?
Not particularly, no.
Well, I tell you, if you don't put your hands in cornstarch, you can't get the gloves off again, so you better put your hands in cornstarch. See, that
feels kind of good.
That does nice. Cornstarch, doctors recommend it often.
I haven't used this since I was a baby.
Well, that's right. If you was a baby, you use it. A lot of women put their babies in cornstarch. Now, if they have a rash, that is, you know. Now, well, it does help. You have babies, you know that. Now, you put your gloves on, and our hands are clear. Now, again, we are going to take a large amount of, are you ready, Doctor? We take a large amount, not a large amount, we take a medium-sized amount of popcorn. This is our mixing bowl. You need one mixing bowl. And we're going to put some of the popcorn in the mixing bowl. Well, no, I put the gloves on now. The gloves you need later. Oh. But I don't have time to put them on later. Well, let's start with that little amount there. All right. We had too much popcorn, as you can see in the bowl. You wouldn't have this kind of mess at home. Now, we are going to take the syrup, which is melted. See? Right?
I see. Right.
And we're going to put it right into the popcorn like this. Not too much at a time because it has to mix, congeal. Now we take our mix and we take our hands and we make. You don't have to worry about that. Just dip your hands in the cornstarch, rub it together like that, and you see we mix this up until the. Ooh, it's hot, isn't it? You have to.
Well, yes. That's on the
stove. Yeah. Let yours cool just a little bit before you stick your hands in, unless you want to use asbestos gloves. These are just regular gloves. You don't have enough cornstarch, Harry. Use more cornstarch. That keeps it from sticking. Now, work it well. Work it well. You work it well while I do something else. Now, we'll work it well. Now, I'm going to get ready right here on a cookie sheet. Now, this is a cookie sheet. This is
wax paper.
Yes. This is wax paper. This keeps it from sticking, you see.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we use a spoon?
Yes, you could do that. I don't know, things seem to taste better when you use your hands for some reason. Now, he's got that pretty well together. You take your little mold like that. We're going to dump this now. You can quit already, Harry. We're going to dump this now right here on the paper like this, and we're going to what are we going to do? We're going to make
wax paper here.
Wax paper. We're going to make this rather in a, you can push down, it's okay. We're going to make this on a thing like this. Not too low because our molds are high. Now we take our little cookie mold, and we push it, take your cookie mold.
I got my cookie mold.
What have you got, a boy or a girl? You got a girl. I got a little boy here.
Yeah.
And we push the, well, you can tell by the way the arms are. You push down on here like this, and you push down on there, and you fill the popcorn into the various crannies and cracks of the mold. You see? Look, here, see how this is? More starch. Okay, more starch. Now, you see this? See what's happening? Can you see on camera what's happening? What's happening?
It's in there.
It's now the shape. Can you see this now?
Oh, yeah.
We can pick this up. I now have my popcorn.
Hey, that's cute.
My popcorn is not. Oh, I forgot one very important thing. Don't pick it up. tell you why not to pick it up. It must cool before you pick it up, because you see, as it cools, that's a very important thing. As it cools...
You to both sides?
No, you
Fill both sides?
no,
Only
because you got a
fill one
hole on the
side.
other side, it fills the same thing.
Oh,
you see. Now, what you do, you leave it cool, because after it cools, you can then pick it up, and you remove it. Oops. It stuck to my glove, more cornstarch. You can then, after it cools, remove it very nicely from here. Then you have already set... You have a food coloring, which you take on a brush, and you color in the little heads and the little, not tails of them.
That's almost like magic,
I was
isn't it?
thinking of a bunny, is what I was thinking. And then you color all the parts right, the eyes and nose and all things, and you have some wonderful things you can eat later.
How about you, Harry? Are you much in the
do you
kitchen?
have some kitchen things?
I do. Basically, I do gourmet cooking, and I'm not so much into party decorations, but not so much cornstarch.
Oh, my.
And flambe cooking. I make an omelet, a very special type of an omelet. First, we use a couple of eggs, and you can take your gloves off, though. You don't need gloves for this. And I'll just, first of all, what you do is you very carefully break an egg down into this. This is an unusual kind of,
Here, I'll move this.
there, that's fine.
You don't... Oh, I see. The egg just goes right in the raw skillet.
Right into there. And you take just a little bit of cooking oil. I should have perhaps put the cooking oil in first, like that, like there. And then you flambe it, like this. There's a way to flambe it.
Is that like Eggs Benedict?
Yes. And you flambe it like this. Now, what you do is, I think it's getting a little out of control right here. There. And you then get a...
That's fantastic. It's time for a commercial break. We'll be right back.